So there's a bit of good news coming in April. From the 1st of April 2026, Ofgem's energy price cap drops to £1,641 a year for a typical household. That's about £117 less than you're paying now. Sounds good, right? Well, here's the catch. Most of that drop isn't because energy has actually got cheaper. It's because the government has taken some environmental levies off your bill. The wholesale cost of energy hasn't really moved, and it gets worse. Forecasters are already saying that by July, bills could jump back up to somewhere between £1,900 and nearly £2,000 a year. So that relief you're about to get is probably going to be short-lived. Now this keeps happening, and if you're wondering why, it helps to understand how UK electricity is actually priced and what's going on in the world right now. The UK imports about 70% of its gas. That means anything that disrupts the global supply of oil and gas hits us hard. When the Russia-Ukraine conflict kicked off in 22, wholesale gas prices shot up to nearly 6 times their normal level. Bills went through the roof, and even now in 2026 we're still paying around 35% more than we were before that all started. The latest issue is the conflict in the Middle East. After US and Israeli strikes on Iran in late February 2026, Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz. That's a narrow shipping channel, and roughly 20% of the world's oil passes through it. Oil prices jumped from around $70 a barrel to over $100. Gas prices reacted almost straight away, and that feeds directly into what you and I pay at home. Now here's the thing that really frustrates people, and rightly so. Renewables like wind and solar are now the biggest contributors to our electricity mix. You'd think that would mean cheaper electricity, but it doesn't, and here's why. The grid still needs gas-fired power stations to fill the gaps when demand is higher than what renewables can provide. And under the current pricing system, it's the cost of that last most expensive source, which is gas, that sets the price for all electricity. All of it. That's why electricity costs around 27.7 pence per kilowatt hour right now, compared to just 5.9 pence for gas. It's a massive gap, and no one seems to be fixing it quickly. So what's the long-term answer? Energy bodies keep saying the same thing. We need to reduce our dependence on imported gas. And for homeowners, that's exactly where solar comes in. Let me explain how solar panels actually help you here in practical terms. First, you generate your own electricity at zero fuel cost. Once the system is on your roof, the electricity it produces costs you nothing to generate. The sun doesn't have a wholesale price, so when that price cap goes up in July, the units you're generating yourself, completely unaffected. Second, you buy fewer units from the grid. A typical solar system in Cambridgeshire generates between 3,000 and 4,500 kilowatt hours a year, depending on the size and which way your roof faces. At current prices, that's between £830 and £1,250 worth of electricity. You're not buying from your supplier, and as prices go up, that saving goes up with it. Third, battery storage makes it even better. The challenge with solar is that it generates during the day, but most of us use the most electricity in the morning and evening. A battery system like the ones from Give Energy captures the surplus your panels make during the day and stores it for when you actually need it. And that means you use much more of your own electricity instead of exporting it. Fourth, the Smart Export Guarantee pays you for any surplus. Whatever your panels generate that you don't use yourself gets exported to the grid. And under the Smart Export Guarantee, your supplier pays you for it. Rates vary, but it means your panels are earning even when you're not home. And fifth, the payback period keeps getting shorter. When we first started fitting solar systems, electricity was a lot cheaper. A system that might have taken 10 to 12 years to pay for itself a few years ago could now do it in 7 to 9 years. That's purely because the electricity you're avoiding buying costs more now. Now I want to be straight with you, solar won't eliminate your electricity bill entirely. You'll still draw from the grid at night, in winter, and on overcast days. How much you could offset depends on your roof, your usage patterns, and whether you add battery storage. But what a well-designed system does is significantly reduce how many units you're buying at whatever the going rate happens to be. And in a world where that rate keeps getting pushed up by things completely outside your control, a war in Ukraine, a conflict in the Middle East, a cold snap driving up gas demand, that really matters. If you'd like to understand what a solar system could do for your property specifically, we're happy to work through the numbers with you. We design and install MCS certified solar and battery systems across Cambridgeshire, Bedfordshire and Northamptonshire. Every quote is bespoke to your home and your usage. Give us a call on 0148 0400 607 or use the booking link on our website to request a survey. Thanks for watching. And in a world where that rate keeps getting pushed up by things completely outside your control, a war in Ukraine, a conflict in the Middle East, a cold snap driving up gas demand, that really matters. If you'd like to understand what a solar system could do for your property specifically, we're happy to work through the numbers with you. We design and install MCS certified solar and battery systems across Cambridgeshire, Bedfordshire and Northamptonshire. Every quote is bespoke to your home and your usage. Give us a call on 0148 0400 607 or use the booking link on our website to request a survey. Thanks for watching.